Hello, class 6th. In this session of English, we will have a look on the chapter The Shepherd's Treasure. Okay, this is chapter number 3 from your book, that is the supplementary reader, The Pact with the Sun. Chapter 3, The Shepherd's Treasure. Okay. And this is a folk tale. Folk tale means you can say it is a story of olden days. Okay. So let's have an introduction first about the chapter, that what is it about, what is the chapter about. Okay, and then we will further move with the explanation. In the introduction, introduction means in this chapter, the shepherd's treasure. Here, this story throws upon light on the importance of human values like honesty, wisdom, humanity. It throws a light on the importance of the human values. Okay, and how by following such high values and principle, a shepherd means the one who grazes the cattle. Okay, by following such high values and principles, how do a shepherd become a governor? Means here it's trying to say that the human values like honesty, wisdom and humanity are must for the human beings. You should never leave your honesty, humanity towards anyone, whether it is animals, whether it is human beings. You should never leave your honesty or humanity. And because a poor shepherd, he followed the life high values, such high values and principle, he was made the governor by the king. And how did it happen? That thing we are going to look in this story, in this folk tale. Okay, so this was the introduction about the lesson, by which you must have understood what are we going to see. Though it is a story about a shepherd, but it is telling us, it is giving us some lesson also, that we should never forget our honesty, wisdom and humanity. Okay, so let's now start with the story. Now starting with the story, it says that a poor shepherd means, I have told you, the one who grazes cattle, okay, cow, goats, sheep and everything. A poor shepherd lived in Iran. He was so poor that he didn't even have a small house to live. But of less numbers of school during those days, he could never attend school to read or write. Okay, means here what is trying to say, that though poor and uneducated, the shepherd was very wise. In those days, about which the story we are talking right now, the shepherd was not educated because there were very less schools in those days, and the shepherd was poor, so he couldn't go for studies. Okay. And though he was poor and illiterate, but he was very wise. He was unable to understand people's pain and often helped them to solve their issues with courage and wisdom. Means he was not educated, but he was wise, and he was able to understand the people's pain. When people used to come to him and share their sorrows and pains with him, he used to understand them. And many times it used to happen so that he used to solve their problems. Okay, with his wisdom and courage, he used to solve their problems. Now, doing this, what happened? People now started visiting him. Okay, he understood people's sorrows and troubles and helped them to face their problems with courage and common sense. Now, with this thing, it happened that now people came to seek advice from him. Soon he became famous all over. Okay, because of his wisdom and his friendly nature, he became popular or famous all over. Now the king of that country had heard about him. Okay, because of his this ability, he became popular, and his popularity now reached the king. And so the king thought to meet him. Okay. Disguised as a shepherd and riding on a mule. What is a mule? Mule is, you can say, an offspring of a male ass or a female horse. Okay. So what happened? Dressed as a shepherd and hiding the true identity, the king reached the shepherd's cave on a mule. So what did the king do now? The king now did not show himself that he was a king. Now because the shepherd had become popular, he was famous, now the king wanted to meet him. But the king did not wanted to meet him as a king. So what did the king dress? The king dressed himself as a shepherd and ride on a mule. Okay? Rode on a mule. And he reached the cave because the shepherd was poor and he did not have any house to stay. So the shepherd was living in a cave. So the king reached the shepherd because he wanted to meet him. As soon as the shepherd saw the traveler coming towards his cave, he rose to welcome him. Okay, he took the tired traveler inside the cave, gave him some water to drink and share his meagre meal, means whatever he was eating, he shared that with the traveler. Now what did the king do? Now the king rested for the night in the cave and was very impressed by the shepherd's hospitality and wise conversation. I mean, whatever the king had heard about the shepherd was all true. With his warm reception and words of wisdom, the king got impressed. The king was very happy. Okay. Now the king was very tired also, but though then too he decided to depart the next morning. He said, "Many thanks to your kindness." What did he say? Said to the shepherd? He said to the shepherd that, "Many thanks to your kindness to a poor traveler. I have a long way to go." Okay. Though the king was feeling very tired, he decided to leave from the place, and the next morning he expressed his gratitude towards the shepherd and said that you are a very good person. You helped the poor traveler. Now permit me leave. Permit leave to me means, permit me to leave means, now give me permission to go. Okay. Look straight into the eyes of the guest, the shepherd replied. "Thank you, your majesty, for paying me the compliment to the visit." The shepherd addressed means, here the shepherd addressed the king as your majesty by looking straight into his eyes and expressed his gratitude. Means the shepherd was so wise that he understood that this traveler is no one other than the king. Okay. Now looking to this, the king was very astonished. The king was very astonished. Astonished means surprised. Why was the king surprised? And full of joy to hear his words. Now the king was very happy also to hear the shepherd's words. But why was the king surprised? The king was surprised that how could the shepherd come to know that I am the king? Okay, he thought by this the king came to know that the shepherd was actually very wise. Okay, the people like him were the need of the king. Now the king in his court did needed the people like the shepherd. So what did the king decide? That the shepherd should work for the king, and the king made him the governor of a small district. In spite of all the powers and dignity, means now when he was the governor of a small district, he had all the powers. Who? The shepherd. But the shepherd, in spite of having all the powers, remained humble and modest always. He did not misuse his powers. Okay, people liked him. Okay, and were full of appreciation. Now people appreciated him every time, that though he is a governor, though he has all the powers, then too he is humble and modest, and people appreciated his wisdom and kindness. His behavior was just to everyone, means same. Though the poor people also came to him for advice, he used to treat them same as he used to treat the rich people. For him, every people were the same. He became popular as a good and wise governor. Now the shepherd was given the post of the governor by the king, right? And so he did not misuse his power, and because of this, people started liking him, and he became popular as a good and wise governor. Now the shepherd was the governor of a small place, of a small district. But the other governors of the other state, now they were jealous of him. Okay, now when people are jealous of someone, what do they start doing? They start talking against them. Okay, so same thing happened with the shepherd. Now the other governors of other state, they started talking to the king against the shepherd. Okay, what did they say to the king? They said to the king that the shepherd is dishonest, and blamed him for keeping part of the tax money with him. What it means, whatever they could say wrong about the shepherd, they started telling that to the king, that the shepherd is dishonest, he is not paying all of the tax to you, he is keeping some part of the tax with him, tax with him. They even posed questions over his iron chest. Means the iron chest means, you can here say, a small box. Okay, iron chest means a small box. IRONCHEST. Iron chest. What is iron chest? Iron chest means here you can say a small box type, which was being kept by the shepherd when he used to ride on the camel or any animal. He used to keep that iron chest on the back of his horse. Okay, now this thing was also told by the other governors of other districts to the king, that the chest contains all the part of the tax. They said that it had all the treasures he had collected secretly. They made fun of him, calling him a common shepherd who was expected to behave in such a dishonest manner. Means the governors of other districts try to talk against the shepherd to the king as way they can. They called him dishonest, they made fun of him, they also told that he keeps the part of the tax money with him, and that is why he is having a iron chest on the back. Now the king had visited the shepherd on his own. Firstly, he didn't believe. He didn't pay any attention to such words. But gradually he had to. Because when someone tries to tell you something every day or tries to point out one thing every day, you have to pay attention on that thing someday or the other. Same happened with the king. When he was told about the shepherd, firstly he did not believe, but gradually he had to believe on it. He did not believe that the governor carried a iron chest with him, a iron box with him, or you can say, in Hindi you can say the khajana box, okay, with him. He thought that he must inquire about the reason for carrying an iron chest with him all the time. Now the king thought that I should inquire about it. Why does the shepherd, now who was a governor, carries an iron chest with him? What was the reason behind it? So one day, what happened? One day, the emperor summoned the governor. Summoned means called, okay? Called the shepherd, the new governor, to the palace, okay? Called the governor, the new governor means the shepherd, to the palace. Now, bothered by varied comments, one day the king had to call, because every day the governor of the other districts were talking against the shepherd. So what did the king decided? That let me call the shepherd once and ask him what is he carrying in this iron chest. Okay, what is he carrying in this iron chest? So he called the new governor to the palace. Okay, and the governor came on his camel. Everyone was feeling joy, as the most of them talked about the iron chest that was tied behind his camel's back. The other governors now were happy, because now the king had called the new governor. They were all happy that now this shepherd will be removed from the post of the governor. The king was very angry. The king shouted, because the king saw whatever the governor had told, the other governors had told, everything was true. He was carrying an iron chest on the camel's back. So the king got angry and shouted and asked him about the reason of carrying this chest behind the camel's back. Okay? So what did the shepherd do? The shepherd first smiled, because he knew he was not wrong. He didn't do anything. So what did he do? He smiled and told his servants that bring that chest down. How eagerly the people standing around waited for the shepherd to be found out. Okay? Means the people who were standing there were very curious to see and find out what was inside that chest. And when the chest was opened, they found that there was no gold, no silver, but an old blanket. What was inside? An old blanket. Blanket was there. The shepherd took it in his hands with pride and explained to the king that it was his treasure. Looking at that blanket, the king was curious to know about the reason. Why are you carrying this old blanket with you? To which the shepherd replied in a very dignified and respectful manner. What did he say? This blanket is my oldest friend. It will still protect me if at any time, Your Majesty, you should wish to take away my new clothes. Means what did he say to the king? He said with a dignified and respectful manner, he said that the blanket of his was his oldest friend. In times of need, it would protect him. If the king wished, he would take away the post of the governor anytime. Then again, this blanket is only going to be my best friend. How could I forget my old friend, though I have got something new? But that blanket was very dear to him. With this, the king was very pleased. Okay? And the king was very pleased. Pleased means very happy to listen to the words of the shepherd. Okay? Now the governors who had talked against him were very ashamed of it. Because now it was very clear to everyone that the shepherd was the humblest and the wisest man there. Feeling proud of him, what did the king do? The king gave the shepherd even the bigger district to look after at that very time. Means because of his humbleness, because of his wiseness, you can say, he was given much more bigger post. Means he was the governor of a small district first, but when the king saw his wiseness, saw his humbleness, what did the king do? The king gave him more bigger district to look after at that very time. Without asking anyone, he at the very time decided that he would give the biggest district to the shepherd. And this how the shepherd got the and this how the shepherd became a governor because of his human values and principles. Okay, so you should never forget your human values. You should never leave your high values or principles. Then only you can gain success and become famous. Okay, let's move to the word meanings. Moving to the word meanings, our first word meaning is shepherd. Shepherd means the person who takes care of the sheep. Cottage. Cottage means a small house. Cottage means a small house. Disguised. What is disguised? An appearance that hides the actual form. Means the king who, though he was a king, he appeared in a form of shepherd in front of the the king came to the shepherd in a form of a shepherd, right? So this is called disguised. An appearance that hides the actual form. Mule, an offspring of a male ass or a female horse. Okay, maigre, inadequate or quite less in amount, you can say. Hospitality, act of being friendly and warm reception. Means when you greet your guest, you give them a very, you can say, a good way of when you feed them, or you can say you serve them a warm welcome. Okay, such thing is called the hospitality. Compliment, an expression of appreciation, to appreciate sometimes, and when you say something in the form of appreciation, that is called compliment. Astonished, wondered, surprised. Pleased, I am very pleased today, means I am very happy today. Happy. Humble, not proud but modest. Provinces means states. Mockingly, making fun of. Summoned means to call. The shepherd was summoned to the palace means he was called to the palace. Delight, joy. Fastened, fixed or tied. Cloaks means a thing of clothing. Most of these cloaks are being a kind of clothing that has been worn. You can say a long gown, but it is open. You must have seen in the serials or the movies or in the cartoon the king wearing a open gown, or that is called the cloak. Okay, so these were the word meanings for today. Shepherd, cottage, disguised, mule, miagre, hospitality, compliment, astonished, pleased, humble, provinces, mockingly, summoned, delight, fastened, and clothes. Okay, I hope you have understood the story. This story throws the light upon the importance of the human values. And what are the human values? Honesty, wisdom, and humanity. You should never forget these human values of yours in your life. Okay, these human values, or you can say following such high values and principles, can give you success and make you famous. Okay, I hope you have liked the story and you must have learned something from this. Please note down the word meanings. Okay, soon we will meet with chapter 4, from a pact with the sun. Till then, take care of your health. Bye.